Okay, in this class, we are going to discuss about one of the important chapter in second year, which is called as relations and functions. We are going to discuss about relations and functions, right? So first we'll start with the relation, then afterwards we'll go for what in the next video we are going to study about this functions, right? First I'll start with the relation. So we'll see from the first year. So what is the relation? What is the relation you have seen in the first year? Relation. And write it as relations, right? Relations and functions. You know that. So what do you know from the first year? If it is a set A, then if A is having the 1, 2, 3 as the element. So what is the set? Set is a collection of well-defined objects. So I have seen about first year. So if you are not knowing what is a set and relations, that all you can see in the my first year video, you are going to get the answers, right? So but also I am trying to make you explain from the basics, right? So A cross A is called as what? Cartesian product of this set A with A. Therefore in this Cartesian product, so there you are going to see the ordered pairs, right? Ordered pairs means again you are going to take one more set. This is 1, 2, 3. So this is one more set. So I am going to take a product of these two sets, that is nothing but a Cartesian product. Here you should what? Write the all possible ordered pairs, right? A cross A is the Cartesian product of any two sets A and A, right? So in this set you are going to see all the possible ordered pairs. What do you mean by ordered pairs? The two mathematical expressions written in open bracket, right? Here first order pair is 1, 1. Next one I am going to write 1, 2. Next one I am going to write 1, 3, right? Similarly, so you should start with again 2, 1. So next one is what? 2, 2, and the next one is what? 2, 3, right? So next one, so you should start with 3, then 3, 1 is ordered pair, then 3, 2, the next one is what? 3, 3, right? So this set is called as Cartesian product of A cross A, that is nothing but which contains all the possible ordered from A and A, right? So this is the what? Cartesian product of A cross A. So we are knowing one note. So if A, number of elements in A cross A, number of elements in A cross A means in A how many elements are there? 3 elements. In A how many elements are there? 3 elements. Therefore what is the number of elements present in the Cartesian product? 3 into 3, this is what? 9. You can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 elements are present in A cross A. So suppose the number of elements in the set present is 8. So number of elements in the present set in the present is how much? 9. Therefore how many number of elements are present in A cross B? A cross B is nothing but Cartesian product. How many elements will be present means 8 into 9. Therefore how many elements will be present? Total 72 order pairs will be present in this A cross B, right? So this is about Cartesian product. Now I will take any two small sets. So what to make you understand about relations. So if you take 3 elements, it will be what? Not that much easy. So I will consider the set A is having only the elements 1, 2. Therefore I will consider the set B which is having what? Elements 1, 2, right? Then I will write the Cartesian product A cross B. Therefore A cross B, how you are going to write? A cross B is very much simple. So set of all the possible ordered pairs. This is 1, 1. Next is what? 1, 2. Next is what? 2, 1. Next is what? Then 2, 2. So these are the possible ordered pairs. Therefore A cross B is having 4 ordered pairs. That is how n of A, number of elements present, is equals to how much? 2. Then n of B, number of elements present in the set B, is equals to 2. Therefore number of elements present in the A cross B is equals to how much? 2 into what? 2. Therefore how many elements? 4 elements will be present, right? So this is about what? A cross B. Now the thing will come which is called as what? Relations, right? So relation is so I'll start with the word relation. So relation, what do you mean by relation? Relation is be always denoted by what? R, which is always the subset of the Cartesian product of A cross B. Remember, which is always R is the subset of the cross product of A cross and B. Suppose, so if you want to understand it better, so I am going to start writing the relation. I will write the relation R1, means which is a subset. Subset means what? Among this all the ordered pairs, collect sum and write that all will become the subset. So R1 I am going to write, R1 is containing only 1 comma 1. So this is the what? One relation. Then R2 I am going to write, R2 is equals to, I will write 1 comma 2, that is what? Only the second ordered pair I have written. So third one I am going to write R3, how we are going to write? 2 comma 1, this is what? Third ordered pair. Then R4, how you are going to write? R4 is simple, R4 is write the fourth ordered pair, so what? 2 comma 2, right? So these all are the what? Singleton sets which are having the only one ordered pairs. This all four will become the relations, right? So as these four are the relations subsets of this A cross B, therefore all will has become a relation, right? Next I will consider R5. So I will write with our 2 ordered pairs, 1 1 comma 1 2. Therefore 1 1 I will write. Next one is what? 1 2 I will write. Next R6, that is what? Next relation. Next 12 minutes I will take 1 1 1 2. Next 1 1 2 1. Next I will write 1 1 and what? 2 1. So next R7 I am going to write R7 1 1 with I will write 2 2, that is 1 1 with I am going to write 2 2, right? Okay, so this is the relation. Next one still not what? Finished. 2 2 ordered pairs not finished. With 1 1 over, now I will start with what? 1 2. Therefore 1 2 is 1. Along with that I am going to write 2 1, right? So next one. Then R8 R9 I am going to write R9. Therefore again 1 2 and 2 2. Therefore there is nothing but 1 2 and what? 2 2, right? So this is what? One more. Then R10 I will write. R10 is also simple. How you are going to write? 2 1 and 2 2. That is nothing but 2 1 2 1 and what? 2 2. So this is all possible 2 2 ordered pair sets. How I have written? Simple. 1 1 1 2 1 1 2 1 1 1 2 2. Next start with 1 2 1 2 2 1 1 2 2 2. Next start with 2 1 2 1 and 2 2. These are all possible what? 2 2 ordered pairs. Okay. So next one we are going to see the 3 3 ordered pairs. How I am going to write? Simple. This is 10 over. Then I am going to write R11. R11 is having a 3 3 ordered pairs. I will leave this last one, then I will write remaining 3. Therefore 1 comma 1. Next is what? 1 comma 2. Next is what? 2 comma 1. So 3 3 ordered pairs. Next 12th relation R12. Therefore how we are going to write? Leave the second one. Leave this and write remaining 3. Therefore it is what? 1 1 and 1 2. Next is what? Leave this and write therefore 2 2. Right. So this is what? R12. Then R13 I am going to write. R13 means leave this and write remaining 1 1 2 1. So 1 1 comma. Next is what? 2 1. Next is what? 2 2. So last one, leave this ordered pair and write remaining. Then R14. Therefore R14. So I'll start with 1 2. Next is what? 2 1. Next is what? 2 2. Right. So this is what? Ordered pair. So these are the what? 3 3 ordered pair sets I have written. How I have started? Started with only 1 1 ordered pair. 1 2 3 4 means these 4 relations. Next I have started with 2 2. These are what? 2 2 relations. Next I have started with what? 3 3 ordered pairs. Therefore this is what? Next one. Next one is R15. R15 means write all the ordered pairs. How will you write? 1 comma 1. Next is what? 2 comma 2. 1 comma 2. Next is what? 2 comma 1. Next is what? 2 comma 2. Right. So next. Then last relation, which is what? R16, which is called as no relative elements. Therefore the set which is having no ordered pairs, this is called as empty relation, right? This is called as empty relation. So empty relation, this is called as empty relation. The relation which is having no ordered pairs is called as empty relation. This R15 you can observe, this R15 is nothing but what? The A cross itself, the A cross B itself, which is called as universal relation, which is called as universal relation, right? So this is about what basics of the first year. So what is the definition of the relation? Relation is the subset of the Cartesian product of A cross B, right? Here A cross B, I have took the set A equals to 1 comma 2, I have took the set B equals to 1 comma 2. Then A cross B, how will you write is? Set of all possible ordered pairs. Matlab kya? So here 1 1, 1 2, 2 1, 2 2. So that all I have written. First I have written 1 1 ordered pairs. These all 4 relations. 2 2 and these are, and 3 3 these are. And the set itself, that is nothing but what? A cross B. This is what? 15th relation. And empty relation is also the subset of the A cross B, right? So this is the conclusion. What is the conclusion? Conclusion is that every subset of A cross B is a relation, which is very much important and powerful point. So this is what you are going to understand. Next, concentrate on these two. The relation which is having all the possible ordered pairs of A cross B is called as universal relation. The relation which is having no elements, it is called as what? Empty relation. So in the types, again we are going to study about this types of the relations. I will start with the empty relation. I will start with the what? Universal. Just I will leave any one relation. Just I will try to make you understand the things again. Just I will leave this, right? Okay, for example, among this 16 relation, I have considered this. This relation also can be expressed using the arrow diagram. Here 1 comma 2 comma 3 elements, 1 comma 2 are there, 1 comma 2. So here 1 comma 2 are there. 1 is connected to 1 and 1 is connected to again 2 and 2 is connected to what? 1, right? So this is the arrow diagram of this relation. Arrow diagram of this relation. Here how we are going to write it? 1 is related to what? 1. How to say this? 1 is related to 1, again 2 is related to 1, again how you are going to read it? 1 is related to 2. That is nothing but in this, under this relation, 1 is related to 1, 1 is related to again 2, then 2 is related to what? 1. How we are going to read it, right? Very simple, right? This is about what? Relations, definitions, and how to write the relations we have seen. Okay, so next you see if the set A is having 2 elements, that is what we have seen. And if the set B is having again 2 elements, then how many elements are there in A cross B? Number of elements present in A cross B is equals to how much? 2 into what? 2. Therefore, how many elements? There were 4 ordered pairs we have seen. Then how many number of relations? Number of relations is equals to how much? Means 2 raised to what? 4. Therefore, so 16, right? In the last example only we have seen that 1 comma 2 I have took 1 comma 2 means in the set A there were 2 elements, in the set B there were 2 elements, right? Then in A cross B how many ordered pairs we got there? 4 ordered pairs. Therefore, how many number of relations can be defined? 2 raised to 4. That is, all the subset of the A cross B will become the relations. So general point which is important, if the set A is having n elements, if the set B is having what? M elements, right? Number of elements present in A cross B, number of elements present in A cross B is equals to how much? So m into what? N, right? So make it ulta. This is, I'll write m into n. Then number of relations is equals to how much? Number of relations will be equals to 2 raised to what? M n, right? Simple. For example, I'll take one example and explain. If the set A is having 3 elements, if the set B is having 3 elements, how many relations can be defined? 2 raised to 3 into 3, that is nothing but 2 raised to 9, which you are going to write 5, 1, 2 elements, which is not easy. That's why before only said if you take 3 elements in A and B, it is not easy to write all the 5, 1, 2 elements, 5, 1, 2 relations. Okay. Final conclusion is that every subset of the Cartesian product of any two sets will define the relation, or relation is the subset of the Cartesian product of any two sets. Okay, so this is about the what relations and number of the relations, right? Okay, so next I will start with the type of the relations. Type of the relation, simple. There are exactly in your NCERT second year textbook they have discussed about 5 type of the relation. So from my side I am going to add one more, which is called as identity relation. So what are the types of the relation? First one I am going to discuss about empty relation. So empty relation. So definition is simple. In ordinary language also you can tell that empty relation is the relation in which no ordered pairs are present, right? So always while talking about the relation, we will talk about any one set. Let R be the relation. Let R be the relation. Let R be the relation defined on. Let R be the relation in any set A in which let R be the relation in the set A in which no element of A is related to any element of A. That is nothing but R. This R relation, which is having a empty set, is called a null relation, which is what? Always the subset of this what? A cross A. That is nothing but if I am defining the relation from the set A to the set A, consider some elements are present in A, consider some elements are present in the same A. If you write no elements in the ordered pair, if the relation if you write like this, so empty, that relation is called as what? Empty relation. So this is about what formal definition about this empty relation. Empty relation is the relation in which no ordered pairs are present. Or you can write R is the relation in the set A in which no elements of A is related to any elements of A. So no element is related to any element of A. This is about what? Empty relation, which I have shown you before also, right? Okay, so next one type is which is called as a universal relation. Next type is called as universal relation. Universal relation. What is the universal relation? Simple. As I told you that if A is having the what? 1, 2 elements. If B is having the what? 1, 2 elements. So as we know that how we can write A cross B? A cross B means all the possible ordered pairs. 1, 1, 1, 2, next 2, 1, next is what? 2, 2. So this is the ordered pair. If I write the relation R equals to, write all the elements which are present in A cross B, that is nothing but A cross B, that is nothing but what? Write all the elements 1, 1, 2, next is what? 2, 1 and what? 2, 2. So which is this relation is the subset of A cross B, means every subset will be subset of itself, right? So in this case the relation is what? Universal relation, which is what? Particular example. So now we are going to define it. So definition of the universal function, right? Simple. How we are going to write? Simple. If R is the relation, R relation in set A, in which in which every element of A must be related to all the elements of A. You can see here, this is a set having 1 comma 2. 1 is must be related to 1 also, 1 must be related to 2 also, then 2 must be related to 1 also, 2 must be related to 2 also. That is the set. 1 is related to 1, 1 is related to 2, then 2 is related to 1, then 2 is related to 2. This kind of relations are called as what? Universal relation. Definition: R is the relation in the set A in which every element of A must be related to all the elements of A. This kind of the relations are called as what? Universal relations, right? So next one we are going to discuss about there are exactly 3 important types in your NCERT. So from my side I am going to add one more, which is called as identity relation. After that we are going to see which are 3 important relations. So identity relation, first one is identity relation. So to define any relation you need any one set A. So always relation will be defined from the set A to set A. I will consider the set A will be having the elements 1 comma 2 comma 3, right? Then 1 comma 2 comma 3, then I will write the relation. How I am going to write? 1 comma 1, next is what? 2 comma 2, next is what? 3 comma 3, right? The relation are defined on the set A. If the set A is having 1 2 3 elements, then the ordered pairs corresponding to 1 is 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2 and 3 comma 3. This all will be present. Then this kind of relation is called as a identity element, right? Suppose if you are having a set A is having what? 1 comma 2 comma what? 3 comma 4 elements, right? Then what is the identity relation? Identity relation must contain the ordered pairs 1 comma 1, then what? 2 comma what? 2, next is what? 3 comma 3, next is what? 4 comma 4. Similarly you are going to write for all the set. If the set is having 1 2 3 4 elements, 1 2 3 5 elements, right? So then ordered pair must be present. Which are all the ordered pairs must be present? 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2 as well as 3 comma 3 and 4 comma 4 as well as 5 comma 5 all should be what? Present. Okay. So now I am going to give you the mathematical definition for this relation. Identity relation for all A belongs to A means samjho. So any element from the set A, every element must be related to what? Itself. So this is a formal definition. The R is identity relation. R is identity relation. R is identity relation if and only if. R is identity relation if and only if. For all means all the elements of A, if 1 is there, 1 comma 1 must be present, 2 is there, 2 comma 2 must be present, 3 is there, 3 comma 3 must be present. That's what the definition of this identity relation, right? Okay. So next 3 type of the relations which are very much important for your standard for the second year. First one, so there are 3 types. Reflexive relation. Second one, symmetric. Third one, transitive. Right? These 3 are the important the relation which is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, that is called as equivalence relation. Equivalence relation, that is called as equivalence relation, right?